long
So,
have you been learning English? I started learning German and Japanese recently.
oh, I see.
I wish I could speak either as good as your English though.
Oh, no, no, no. I've studied for 5 years, but I was lazy. I stopped to I stopped to learning English many times for 5 years. So I but this year I restarted to study English again, and um I've streamed I've streamed my English learning from this spring. Mm, I think it it is May or June. I forgot it, but I will continue to practice English this year. In this year, so but I've studied English for 5 years because um I was interested in English. When I learned yoga, my teachers were foreigners. They were talking in English, but I
Wow,
could not.
it's almost a year.
Yes, yes. Um, I couldn't understand what they are talking at all. And when I learned yoga, the translator was there, so I could understand what they were talking. So I was interested in English. After that, I stopped learning English. I stopped learning English. But this January, I started to play VR chat. That is a metaverse game, right? That is a metaverse game. So there are many foreigners there. So when I went
Metaverse
to
game.
a metaverse game. So when I visit some world on VR chat, they are talking in English so fast. I cannot at all. I cannot what they are talking about at all. I think I cannot understand yet. So I have no courage in the metaverse. I have not courage to play in the metaverse. But I want to understand what they are talking about in English. So I decided to
5
study.
years. On top of formal high school and college education.
Yes, of course, of course. I am already adult, and I graduated school for a long time ago. long time ago. Long time ago, I graduated school. So I forgot almost all English. I'm already adult. And so first I had to learn the basic grammar again because I forgot all. So first I bought a book to review English grammar, and I have to memorize some basic words. And after that, I went to the school once a week. I went to a school once a week. And so that is a group lesson for adult people, and there are a teacher who is a native speaker, who is a native speaker of English, and the students were 3 or 4, and we had a short conversation there that was for 40 minutes. And once a week, I went to the school. I went to the English school. After that, I quit that school. Then I used the application on smartphone to learn English with Filipino teachers. The applications is a native camp. So I practiced English on smartphone, and when I pressed the native camp, yes. So I can have a conversation with Filipino teachers on smartphone. So I continued for 2 years maybe. And at the same time, I learned the pronunciation from a Japanese teacher. He lives in Florida. He lives in Florida for a long time. I don't know how long he has lived in Florida. Anyway, his pronunciation was so great, and I learned pronunciation from him. That was so helpful for my pronunciation. But I quit it. I quit that. So I was lazy. I was so lazy. So this year, I decided to restart to study English. そう。もうね、ほんと大変。うん。だけど、頑張ってます。I'll do my best. いや、頑張ってるよ。そう、めっちゃ大変。めっちゃやった。So, I did a lot, but I stopped it. I stopped then, so I have to continue. To study English. もう。I never give up. 諦めないから。頑張ります。頑張りますよ。So, because I want to understand what they are talking about in metaverse. I'm curious. I'm interested in metaverse. そう、めっちゃ興味あるから、なんか、it's easy to have a conversation there. We don't need to take a airplane, and so I can.
I know with my learning, I feel for me reading and speaking is easier than listening.
I know with
Do
my
you feel
learning,
like that
I
too ever?
feel for me reading and speaking is easier than listening. Yes, I agree with you. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah. Yeah, reading and speaking is easier than listening. Yes, I'm not good at listening. I'm not good at listening so much. So, もう when I have a conversation in English, it's so hard to hear what they are talking about. It's so hard. So I have to say, pardon? Could you say that again? Could you say that again
Most speakers
slowly?
speak fast.
Yeah, could you say that again slowly? I'm sorry. Pardon, could you say that again? I have to ask you. ゆっくり. I have to ask them. So it's so difficult. So I think because my pronunciation is not good, so I cannot hear what they are talking. So I'm learning the correct pronunciation. いや、もう一度ください。いや、もう一度ください。So I think when I learn the correct pronunciation, I think maybe it's easier to listen to English. So I have to learn a correct pronunciation. そう。正しい発音を学ばないとね。But that is so difficult for me. I forgot all. もうね、it's easy to forget. もう、it's so easy to forget. もうすぐ忘れるのよ。もう難しいわ。もう、だけど